Okay, so you're probably at the part of the walkthrough where you saw the ending and the credits started playing. I decided not to show all of the credits with that simply because I at least wanted to see one of the other endings if you don't give them the correct location. So I'm going to play through Identity Crisis one more time and get the other mission and see what happens. Still pretty salty that they kill you even if you make the good choice. But alright, let's go ahead and see what the other outcome would have been.
I gotta admit, I'm surprised. Didn't think they'd recover so fast. We tried everything. Normal forms of interrogation won't work.
Breaking a subject's will and erasing their mind is a difficult and painful process.
That's a small price to pay.
The CIA's mind control program has had a great deal of success with implanted memories.
You want me to tell them about my time in Vietnam?
Lastly, you'll need a command phrase to trigger the implanted memories.
We have a job to do. We have a job. We have a job.
You had to reach the Soviet bunker.
It appears the subject's programming is beginning to take hold.
We've got a job to do. We've known each other for years. Fought together, bled together, been through the hell of Vietnam together. We got a job to do.
And now the training's complete. We just need to give the subject a name.
Bell.
He's coming too.
Bell, no more fucking around. What did Perseus say? Where is he? You're disoriented, Bell. We'll explain everything later. Right now, we need to help each other.
What'd you do to me?
Second chance, we were shit out of luck. Now, we just want some assistance in return.
Bell, you were one of Perseus's agents. His associate, Arash Kadivar, turned on you at the airstrip in Turkey. Left you for dead.
When the plane leaves Trabzon, he's stopping in Duba. This you know. Here's what you don't know. Perseus won't be there. None of these hired guns are going to leave Duba alive. We'll dump their bodies in the forest. Then we will move the weapons to Volkov in Berlin. From there, we fly to Solovetsky.
But I have other plans for you. Perseus thinks too highly of you. I don't want the competition.
We were there. We found you after everything went down. The CIA reinvented you, Bell. We needed to give you a new identity to replace the old one. Sims and I both wanted you to be CIA. You didn't resist it as much as we thought you might. And we were able to utilize your language and cryptography skills as an added bonus. The bigger challenge was your memory.
The CIA's MK-Ultra program used Adler's missions in Vietnam as a template. We needed you to have that shared experience, that lifelong bond, to establish trust.
No. Count yourself lucky. You've only had those memories for a few months. Me? I've been living with them for over a decade. Interrogation didn't work with you, but thanks to MK Ultra's research, we had a backup plan. If you believed you were someone else, we could lead you to a place where you'd give everything up. Enough to get us where we are today, but we're not finished yet. We have a job to do. Bell, we've got a job. We've got a job to do.
We've got a job to do.
The trigger phrase kept you in line, but it didn't get us everything we needed. Your innermost secrets were always locked behind a door. Bell, I realize you publicly hate us right now, what we've done to you. I just need you to fully understand the stakes here. What you do right now is not about me, it's not about you, it's about millions of other fucking people. It's about stopping someone who, in the end, has no true allegiance to anyone other than himself. So tell me, where is Perseus?
Once we control the Green Lighthouse, we will detonate them all for the safety of Solovetsky.
This is your chance to define who you really are, Bell. Where is Perseus?
From the safety of Solovetsky.
Alright, and this time, we're gonna lie.
Sims, get Washington on the line. Everyone else gear up. We're leaving now. You made the right choice, Bill. Come on. You're still one of us.
And they're all red now. Yep, it's good to...
Adler. Right. Yeah. We'll leave within the hour. We won't let the president down.
"5 years ago, NATO intelligence detected a powerful signal of unknown origin. The new signal created radio disruptions worldwide.
Not to mention all kinds of conspiracy theories.
NATO quickly tracked it to this facility in the Soviet Republic of Ukraine, the Duga Radar Array.
It's an over-the-horizon radar system. Big improvement over their old missile defense tech. It uses a lot of juice. Could be used to broadcast any kind of long-range signal they want.
Like detonation codes to every green light nuke in Europe. Where exactly is this thing?
About 60 miles north of Kiev, between the cities of Pripyat and Chernobyl. It's nothing but thick forest for miles around.
A perfect hiding spot for Perseus.
We'll have to drop you in a little further out. No recon, no heavy support. Just a light infiltration squad.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just point the way.
Bell came through for us in the nick of time. I never doubted it.
You should have.
Still seeing no activity from our side.
Same. I haven't seen shit.
All right. Everyone converge on the gate. You sure you're not forgetting something, Bell?
Ashes to ashes. Nope, man, this is the place.
This can't be the right place. We ain't seeing anything on our side either.
It's him. Fucking lied to us.
That true, Bell? You pull us out to the middle of nowhere Russia so Perseus can detonate those nukes?
comrades. Ready for a little retribution?
Bill, you're making a mistake!
Damn! We definitely went full evil.
No, Mason! You're dead now! Diana! Well, you shouldn't have fucked with us! It's your funeral, pal! We're gonna bury you, motherfucker!
Yeah, we are definitely committing to the dark side with this ending. And I'm okay with that, considering they weren't gonna spare me.
Over here, comrade! This is it! Your friend went through here. He is not far. Come out and play. You are running out of time. And space. The cat becomes the mouse.
Glad to see you still care. Mind giving me a light?
No hesitation. I always thought that about you.
You remember my face, don't you? Solovetsky, stand by for the detonation order.
Так точно.
I think you deserve this moment, comrade.
The West falls the day detonate the nukes. Let the new Soviet era begin. Detonate the nukes.
I wish we could return to Solovetsky to watch it all unfold, but that chapter is closed now. We begin the next one together. You did well. And to think, after all this time, they still believe I'm Perseus. As if Perseus could ever be an individual working alone. So American. We'll need a new home now. The Central Committee will be more surprised than the CIA. Even if we made the best choice for the future of our homeland. Yet, for humanity, their eyes will be as clouded as ours once were. Come, there is still much to be done.
Materials related to Operation Greenlight were anonymously released an hour ago, presumably by Percy. Calls are beginning to come in from across.
That son of a bitch.
You and Vice President Bush are to be moved to secure locations immediately.
I want any business related to this thing erased forever. Everything. Can you make that happen?
Of course. It's already begun.
Alright. So we either do the right thing and be deemed not worth saving, or we turn fully evil.
We will watch the empire of the United States collapse under its own weight. A world with two superpowers will become a world with one. The Soviet Union. And if the leaders of this new world order squander the opportunity we have provided them, then they too will be replaced. Qasim Javadi. He fell into the hands of your former CIA friends. Qasim is too soft. I will need you to personally supervise his erasure. It is a shame you had to kill Anton Volkov. He was our most valuable GDR asset. But perhaps with the fall of the West, it will not prove so great a blow. You say that Eleazar Azule perished at Cuba. We will not miss that one. His interference with our Middle East assets will be a distraction no more. As for the rest, it was a pleasure eliminating them by your side. Even though we have prevailed, the CIA has significantly wounded our foundation inside the US. Robert Aldrich has been killed, and our network there has collapsed. It could take us years to regain the footing we have lost. The death of Major Vadim Rudnik is a terrible loss for post-nuclear Europe. He was to help shepherd in the Soviet-aligned future. Hopefully, we can still move forward without his presence there. Fortunately, the CIA didn't eliminate any of Rudnik's 3 key assets. They will help fill the void left by his absence. But have no doubt, these are but temporary losses. We are just getting started, my friend. It's there. Fortunately, the CIA...
Okay, so now that we've seen the 2 main endings, I think I'm in a place to talk about my overall feelings on this campaign. Now, if you notice that the credits didn't show, I did unfortunately cut them out because I had really bad commentary that I felt didn't fully flesh out my opinion, so I just wanted to re-record it here. And 2, the credits for this game are so long to where they'd borderline be another part in of themselves for the Let's Play series, and I unfortunately can't figure out a good way to edit it in. But with all of that being said, to all the companies that worked on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, you guys did a great job. From a technical level, it's a very solid game, and I commend you for your hard work, and undoubtedly the development crunch that you guys inevitably had to go through to get this game to launch on time. Now, with everything being said, how do I feel about this? Overall, I don't hate this game, and I still enjoyed it a decent bit, and I do feel like it does a lot of things to rejuvenate Call of Duty like Modern Warfare 2019 did. Unfortunately, I feel like Call of Duty is still suffering from a lot of the legacy problems that make it not enjoyable nowadays versus other games. The biggest one being is that the storytelling is still pretty garbage, and I'm really sad to say that because Call of Duty Black Ops 1 had one of the best stories in the franchise, and I was really expecting to get a more intelligent story where I couldn't see what was happening before it happened and be able to call it out. Wasn't the case. I will say I do like that the stealth system was more fleshed out. The shooting had a new level of intensity and customization to it. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I enjoyed getting to do side missions that had alternative outcomes and objectives, and I did enjoy getting to make choices that did affect the story. Overall, though, the story of this game doesn't do it a good enough justice to really warrant multiple playthroughs of this game, especially now that I've seen the two main endings. And if I know Call of Duty where they've done this before, you really only have about two endings with just different variations of those two endings that change things slightly. So, while we could get slightly different endings by replaying those endings from different perspectives, or we make a different choice, or we don't do the side missions or get a different result on the side missions, I do really feel like that's not worth playing the game ad infinity just so we can see those slight variations. My biggest beef with the story was the plot twist made no real sense from a logistics standpoint, as far as them brainwashing Bell to go hunt down the Perseus organization to stop another nuclear Armageddon. Overall, it could have been done better if a few things had been removed from it. If it had been like Adler was brainwashed and actually sabotaging stuff, that would have been smarter. But the fact that you were just one of the terrorists that they captured, brainwashed, and made fight for them, while the better ending is clearly to side with the good guys and stop the nuclear Armageddon from happening all over Europe, from a character standpoint, there's no real reason to pick that choice if you really roleplay yourself as the person that they kidnapped and getting your memories and free will back. So, from a character standpoint, while I don't think it's that great of an outcome for the world, if you're gonna RP the character correctly, you're more likely just to kill all of your former brainwashed bros and destroy all of Europe because YOLO. And I felt like it was one of those things where destroying Europe was just like meant to be the big Michael Bay finale and the stakes with this game, and it does fall flat because the story just delivers it in such a poor way to you at the end. And then even if you do the other choice that doesn't really gel with your character's origins or logistical reason, the fact that your team kills you at the end of that when you've betrayed these people that you've worked with for how many decades ad nauseum should show that your loyalty's changed. And like while I can get not keeping you around because it's a liability and you were a terrorist, like you'd think they'd just imprison you or do something other than just outright murder you after you've outlived your usefulness. So ultimately the story was meh with a really bad finale, and while I'm glad that we did finally get a direct sequel to Call of Duty Black Ops, I really don't know if I want another one, and I don't think I'll return to this franchise ever again after playing these two games. But with all that being said, if I were to rank this game, I'm honestly feeling like from a gameplay standpoint and from a narrative standpoint and from a multiplayer standpoint, this game's honestly about like a 6 to 7 out of 10. It's not bad, but it doesn't really stick out in any way, and the story in particular is very bad, but I enjoy the gameplay enough to more or less give it a little bit of a pass. Now, with all of that being said, I can't wait to see you guys when we do the Let's Play of Metro Exodus. See you next time.
Wow.